everybody, I'm Heather Skye, owner of Revolution Yoga and Therapeutics, and today we're going to work on a sequence to build toward full side plank and play with some modifications and different variations in between. So we're going to start in our tabletop position, finding a neutral spine from all fours. Toes can always be tucked or untucked, that's really your preference. I just think of tucking the toes as another point of balance. From here, start by extending the right leg back behind you, making sure you keep a nice downward press so you don't start to sink in. And then pivot the right leg over to the left, tucking all 5 toes under, and as you continue to press down, reach back through the heel, finding a nice stretch through the back of the leg. Then you're going to pivot from the right rib cage and look over the left shoulder toward that foot, getting a nice deep side body stretch on the right. Breathe into it. And then re-extend that right leg back behind you and switch sides. Extend the left leg back, nice neutral spine, active core. Pivot the toes over to the right, tuck them under, and press down as you reach back through the heel. Then you'll pivot from the left rib cage, looking over right shoulder toward the foot. Breathe. Unwind and re-extend. So you can stay in this same position and work into the next part. I'm going to shift my position so that you can see me a little bit better. So starting by bringing the right hand out to the right, left hand to hip, stepping that left foot out. Notice how the chest naturally rounds down a little bit here. And you want to press down through the hand and knee until you get a lift through the side body and the chest starts to turn open. And then push out through the pinky side of the foot as you reach the fingertips up and overhead. I like to think about trying to arch along the side body here, stretching myself apart. Take a couple more breaths. If you want to challenge yourself here, you can try to push down so much you get a little lift in that knee. Maybe you can even squeak that leg out just to test your strength and balance. And then we'll set up same thing, other side. So from center, find that neutral spine position, and then other side. Left hand out to the left. Right hand to hip, step that foot out. Take notice of this little downward turn. Press down using your own force to get that side body lift, starting to turn away from the hip, and then reaching yourself apart by gently pressing out through the pinky side of the foot, reaching up over the ear. Couple more breaths here along your side body. And then again, just to kind of play a little bit here, you might see if you can push down with so much force, you have the ability to lift that knee, step the foot out, maybe play with opening here. Notice how strong you feel, and then come all the way down. So from here, we're going to set up in that full side plank, starting from downward dog. Inhale forward to plank position. Bring the left hand to the center of your mat and start to pivot the toes over to the right. Again, bringing the right hand to the hip, pushing down until you get that opening in the chest, and the tip of the scapula should feel like it's really plugging into the back. So the arm becomes like a leg here. And then push down so much. Maybe you can reach up. Maybe bring that knee into tree pose. Maybe step the toes behind you, even playing with a wild thing. And always being mindful in the transitions to unwind just as slow and steady as you got into those positions. I'm going to switch sides so you can see me a little better. Back to downward dog. Inhale forward to plank. Bring the right hand to center. Pivoting the toes to the left as you press, find that opening. You can always reach that top arm straight up, looking up or down. You can reach the bicep over the ear, but eventually we're trying to just use our own downward push to get a lift in that top leg. Whatever it's gonna look like, don't be afraid to play. Push those edges a little bit. See where it takes you. Always following the breath. And then gently unwind. Child's pose or your preferred place of rest. I hope that was helpful in finding a little more structure and balance in your side plank, and I'll see you next time.